What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. Now guys, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because I always create content every day that you don't want to miss. Now guys, Harley Quinn. I haven't reviewed the other episodes, but I have been watching them, I've been binging them, because everybody's telling me it's a great show, and this episode is no different. This episode is really great. Like, the last episode was a little weak. I thought it was the weakest episode of the season, when she was, like, not with the crew, and she saw, like, her mother with, like, the old gym coach or whatever, gymnastics coach, which I was like, it wasn't that great. Like, it wasn't a bad episode by all means. But compared to this one's, like, another level. Now guys, there's a bunch of stuff that's cool in this episode. The main plot thread is pretty much Poison Ivy was kidnapped by Scarecrow, which we found out like a couple episodes ago, and he's trying to use her fear toxin or her poison to pretty much make all these plants kill people and induce fear toxin on Gotham. So this is pretty much like the generic plan of Scarecrow, but I don't call it like a bad thing in the episode. It's actually perfect and it goes with this character so well. Now, he has her strapped, and Harley Quinn tries to recruit the crew again, and they pretty much tell her no, so she gets Frank the Plant, which we saw in last episode. He's the one that told her about this. And guys, Frank the Plant is awesome, right? At first, the very first episode, he was a good character, and he had those funny one-liners. But in this episode, he's just on top of it, guys. It's good. Like, actually, here's a montage of a couple of the best lines from Frank the Plant in this episode.
You don't think it's like torture, right?
I don't think it's like torture. That's motherfucking torture right there.
Screw this. I'm getting her out.
That is a lot of big boys with guns. And you're one petite young woman with a bat. They aren't gonna come at you one at a time. That's not how this shit works.
That's actually standard goon operating procedure.
Never gonna happen.
No! Ivy's kidnapped!
What? Not Ivy. We gotta save her.
Yeah! Where the hell you learn how to give a speech? You put your thesis statement at the motherfucking top.
Sorry. Look, Ivy needs us, and I can't do it on my own.
We'll help you, Harley.
Yay!
For Ivy.
Still yay!
And then we never want to see you again, all right?
Less yay, but more yay than I had this morning.
Oh, did someone have a plot-driven question that needs a magical answer? Let me be of service. I wish I had that magical sound in the background. That bling. There it is!
Can we stop with the Frank show and get on with it?
Ivy's brain is warped by Scarecrow's fear toxin, which has activated all her biggest fears. To save her, you need to destroy the thing she fears most.
And how do we figure out what that is?
Well, I guess it's not this monster, would you?
What the hell else could it be?
Do you not see the creepy-ass mansion right there? Huh? 111 Creepy-ass Street. Ooh.
So yeah, guys, pretty funny. He's great in the episode. I just like his banter. He just calls out people and says it how it is. And guys, Clayface, he has some great scenes too. Like, a bunch of his one-liners in the episode, they like fall flat, but that's like the joke, so it really works well. And then we also see him like working for Riddler at first, but he sucks so bad. Like, Riddler's trying to do like a broadcast, right, and tell Gotham, alright, I have this bomb planted in the city, and Clayface keeps like speaking over him, saying, oh, this is how you act, and Riddler's like, okay, screw it, the bomb's here, just end the broadcast. And then he gives Clayface back to Harley Quinn, which just shows like these members of Harley Quinn's crew, they can't really work with other people, which I like, because they're supposed to be with Harley. And then the other old guy, I forgot his name, but he literally turns into a freaking car in this episode. Yeah, no kid. He turns into a car. So at the beginning of the episode, he's like, oh, can I join the crew? And Harley's like, well, you can't do anything that much. He's like, oh, let me prove you myself. So they go to save Poison Ivy, they make it to the place, and they go inside her mind, right? And guys, this actually is kind of similar to episode 5 when they went into Harley Quinn's mind. Because that episode is really good. I like how they're starting to bring it full circle, because there's only 2 episodes left. So they gotta start making progress and finish off strong. But guys, they go inside her mind, and these guards come to like kill them. And this old guy literally kills these guards. And then when they're trying to get away, like, the car that they took gets totaled, so he has to turn into a car. And the scene itself is freaking disgusting. Like, it's like, wow, like, dang, if they're allowed to put this on, like, an animated TV show, like, it's animation. But still, they really push it far, which I really like, too. And then he turns into a car, and they go on the Harley Quinn highway. Now, before I get back to that, pretty much they go into Poison Ivy's mind, and we see Kite Man, we see Frank the Plant again. He's just talking through this, like, about this household. We see Poison Ivy selling her origin story with her dad, like she has daddy issues, which I was like, alright, that's kind of thrown in there, but whatever. And then what we see next is that Harley, she's trying to find out who Poison Ivy's, like, greatest fear is. And it keeps laying up, and kind of, like, the resolution's very predictable. Like, very predictable. It turns out that Harley is her greatest fear, and pretty much Poison Ivy, she keeps trying to help her, but it's kind of like a waste of time for her, because Harley keeps going back to the Joker, and she's just unredeemable, you know? Which, I like that part of it. But when they were saying, oh, you'll never guess who it is, who's Poison Ivy's greatest fear, I'm like, it's gonna be Harley. Like, they pretty much almost did a similar thing in episode 5. Well, they did Joker in episode 5, that was like the big thing, that was like messing with Harley's mind, but it just like, it was super predictable. But I don't think it was a big problem, but just how they built it up was like, okay, you didn't really have to build it that much up, right? Like, just get to the point, show it's Harley. But guys, the one scene when it's like Death, and she's like, just backs the crap out of Death, and it turns out to be her face, I was like, wow, like, it hit. Like, the reveal wasn't that good, but the actual scene itself was great. But guys, after that, they take Poison Ivy out, they're on the Harley Quinn highway, and they're going after Scarecrow. It's an awesome chase sequence. Like guys, the animation is top notch here. Like, they really stepped it up a lot. Like, it's been a great series so far, but there's certain scenes, like this one on the highway, that looks really freaking cool. And then the resolution of it is really good, and I thought they actually won. At the time, I was like, oh, they won, right? Nope. Turns out, you see this, like, random couple. They're like hanging out with each other, and then this girl gets like eaten by these plants. I'm like, whoa. And you see all these plants are just like killing people, and Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, they finally like settle their differences. Like, they finally become like friends again, like semi-friends. Like, they're not like best friends again, but still friends. And they're like, okay, what are we gonna do? And guys, this is where the episode ends. And seeing the trailer for next episode, seeing Poison Ivy turn huge like Giganta, that looks really cool. And then seeing the Justice League get involved, like, they're really bringing all these characters in for the final 2 episodes. Like, the penultimate episode looks awesome, but I'm really excited for the finale, because all these episodes have been leading up to that point, and all the episodes just been getting better and better. It was honestly only episode 10 that like kinda was weak. Like, episode 1 was great and kept getting really good. Each episode was getting better, and episode 10 was just like total filler. Like, and I was like, okay, why is it here? Like it was on that upward trend, and then it went down really quickly, and now it's back up. So I'm happy it came back up, but it just makes you feel like, okay, what's the whole point of episode 10 then? But yeah, guys, episode 11, great episode. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Really fun, it really gets the show back on track, and I'm excited for the final 2 episodes. Now guys, in the comment section below, tell me what you thought about this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you excited for the Justice League and Poison Ivy coming big in the next episode? And guys, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, bro, subscribe to my channel, because I always create this content every day that you don't want to miss. Alright guys, that's the video. Peace out.